My name is Robert Miller, resident in St. John's East for nearly 40 years. Never lived away. This has always been my home. I've been a long time volunteering in the community and have a previous career for about 20 years in information technology. I'm running because I felt that politics wasn't inspiring me. I almost became a non-voter. Wasn't happy with the way other parties were presenting their views and representing me in previous elections. And I heard Elizabeth May speak. I found her arguments were very compelling and well-informed. So I got to know more about the party and became a donator and eventually a volunteer. And found that, this is something for me to do. I can contribute here. Democracy to me means fair representation of all the people and the views. I don't know how else I could explain besides that. I think that succinctly gets the point. It's for the people. Canada's kind of unique. We tend to be proud of our government, but not like our politicians. That's a general rule. Well, I almost became a non-voter, so I accepted being tarred by the same brush and hope to prove people that I'm different. I think it's important to hear what people have to say, to include their points of view, and deliver on their expectations. And if I continuously do that, I think I'll sway their opinions. I've done that in the past. I've got 2 terms on the student union, and we've managed to increase their voter turnout by threefold. And taking students and getting them back to the polls and voting, even if it's in the student union, I think that's a reflection of getting people to think differently. To me, there's a good question. To me, the federal government it's really it's the governance for our country that are meant to set forward a strategic plan for the future and see that plan it includes support for our provinces and our municipalities. Well, the member of parliament, they're there to represent the views of the people, but I don't think necessarily that they should, or probably a better way to put it is that they should use their own good thinking and good judgment in that process. From there, they should, as a member of parliament, support bills that make sense and deny those that don't. Yeah, definitely. There's 2 points of view in that opinion, and I appreciate both equally. I'm very strong, or very supportive of my leader and my party. But equally, I think it's important that you vote on your candidate. So I couldn't weigh one more than another. It's a balanced decision. Well, really, a vote for me is going to be a measure, it's a census of your opinion. You're expressing your views and your desires, what you want your government to do. Whether or not I get into government, making a vote for me, or putting a vote for me is supporting those ideas, and it means all the parties will have to, reflect, hopefully, those people's desires. Okay. Well, I have 2 terms within the student union. Very successful in that role, and I generated a lot of support from there, and I hope to carry that forward. To me, it's been quite a learning experience too, for me as well. I've developed a lot of leadership skills that I previously didn't know I had. As well, I've got a long history both as a community volunteer and as a supporter of my friends and family. I really truly believe that you need to help others, and that needs to be, not everybody's, but I can't say everybody's calling. But I think it's a worthwhile initiative, and it's a good thing to bring in an MP as an MP. I think offering a considered opinion on everything. I won't vote with my party every time, and I will support good initiatives by other parties. I believe that when we are in the member of the House, that we should see that we're acting towards the interests of people, and that we do that as a primary goal. I wish I'd have done this sooner. Yeah, absolutely regret. I'm 40 years old today, and well, not to 40 or today, but thereabouts. And I've had a long time working in the community and being a volunteer, but I didn't set myself out in the public until a later point in my life. And I'm very inspired by what I've encountered. It's renewed my patriotism in the country, and I really wish I'd done this sooner. I hope other people take up the cause as well. Strictly in politics, Elizabeth May. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm truly inspired by everything she says. She's very informed. I'm very proud to be represented by her. If you were to ask me overall in the world who I had, is that okay to answer?
Yeah.
All right, just to get off the political thing, because I know every candidate's going to say their own political leader. I'm very inspired by the long career and accomplishments of David Suzuki. As well, another man, Richard Stallman, which most people aren't going to be familiar with, but has had a tremendous impact in the world with, all the technologies we use that enables the internet today. It's been a substantial figure. Well, it's hard to find time to read books at this time. The last book I read was, I'm going to get the title wrong, but it was by a gentleman with autism. I think it was called Opening Big Sky or Wide Sky, something like that. I'm really bad at remembering titles. I found that both to be an inspiring and enlightening book because it showed me a lot to do with the whole autism spectrum and how people can succeed in their roles, given their advantages and disadvantages in life. Yeah, I'm a regular reader of CBC News as a website. I subscribe to the Telegram online edition. I've recently become a Twitter person, and I've found that it's useful in circumstances to get up-to-date news, though not always factual, so you have to be careful. And I subscribe to a lot of industry newsletters that you receive by email on a variety of topics, and I find they're very informative because they're much more in-depth. You can come on in, hopefully, as opposed to get out. I haven't really considered that one. I would hope that that his answer would be, that of welcome, and that indeed there's a place for people that do good.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time.